Good morning, folks, from the loony bin called Ireland. Another very terrible story in the Irish Times about this gentleman, guest of the nation, who was given international protection obligation by Roderick O'Gorman and company and Leo and the whole boy gang. He arrived here from Nigeria and was allowed to remain, and he had no papers nor nothing. So he got a job in a nursing home in Dublin, and he proceeded to rape over a number of years an unknown number of elderly patients who were suffering from dementia and other problems. Only one lady had the wit to raise the alarm, and he was brought to trial, and he's now serving a 10-year sentence as a guest of the nation, again at great expense to the Irish taxpayer. So Leo Varadker has told the Dail that he apologises unreservedly for what happened, but he still doesn't apologise, neither him nor Mr. O'Gorman, for continuing the influx of people with no papers, no background checks, nothing, and actually allowing them to stay here and allowing them to enter jobs such as this position in a nursing home, which if you or I or any Irish person applied for, no doubt he would be vetted stringently by An Garda Síochána to see that he did not have any background of any kind. To drive a taxi nowadays, you have to uh, you have to get a vetting by the Garda Síochána. If you're an Irishman, I don't know how they managed to vet the hundreds of aliens who are now driving taxis. And while I mention that, I have to say a number of taxi drivers have been in court and some of them jailed in recent months for attacking ladies who have held them on the street and asked to go home. And another item worth mentioning is that the NTA, National Transport Authority, they're the crowd in charge of taxis now, carried out a swoop a few days ago with the Gardaí and checkpoints on taxis in Dublin and discovered a number of counterfeit taxis operating with false roof signs and false papers and false everything. So not only are the legitimate drivers ending up in court and in jail, but we now, a lady going home at night has to face the possibility that the taxi she hops into is not even a taxi, that it's some guy who has decided to make a few bob on the side, and he manages to counterfeit all the documents, put the car out on the road, driving around at night where he hopes he'll never be caught. And there have been three of them caught in the last week. So on and on it goes. Leo apologizes to Mary Lou. Mary Lou says it's not the first time this has happened. There was a report, NIRP report, made some years ago about the allegations of sexual assault at a HSE run nursing home. And she outlines harrowing failures to protect vulnerable people and its very distressing story. And on it goes. And meanwhile, the planes arrive, the luxury Cardiff coaches pick him up at Dublin Airport, and God knows what horrors are awaiting our people down the line. Mr. Roderick O'Gorman, we have you to thank for all of this, you and Leo and Micheál Martin. And our prayers are not with you, I think, at the moment. At least mine aren't anyway. Good luck, folks, from the biggest loony bin in the world. It's called Ireland.